Hi parents, it's time for Advent. Actually, it begins tomorrow, officially, but the season of Advent is when we celebrate the coming of Jesus, the birth of Jesus in the church. Some churches do this in a formalized way, other churches don't, but I just wanted you to know that it starts now. So, what are some ways that you can do this with your kids to make sure that you focus on what really matters, not just on Elf on the Shelf, Santa, presents, baking cookies, gingerbread homes, all the things that are fun to do, but not the reason we celebrate? Well, here are some ideas. I brought a few things I'd love for you to see today. So here is a nativity set. It's the Little People nativity set, and there's lots of pieces that come with it. You can see I've put them in a box, and this is a great way to have your children help tell the story of Jesus's birth. You tell them the story as they play with the toys. There would be sheep in the story, most likely, because there were shepherds. Look, here's a shepherd. He actually has a staff that he could use to take care of those sheep to make sure they didn't fall off cliffs or get hurt by anybody. Here's an angel, and the angel in the story came to tell the shepherds that Jesus was to be born. And this angel, when you push it down, plays a song on the nativity set. So nevertheless, all the characters are here, or a lot of the characters are here. I'm sure Mary is here. Here she is. Here's Mary, Jesus's mommy. And then we've got the main character. Here's baby Jesus. And so we stick him here. Obviously, these aren't exact. They're meant to be childlike. They're actually white, too, and they would have been Jewish. But, it's a great way to tell the story. This is something your kids can manipulate and play with. If they break, drop, whatever, it's not going to hurt them. I've had my set for years and years, and my kids still help set it up. So it's a great thing to play with and to have available for your children throughout the Advent season. Another thing is just to have a collection of books. So I got these books at one of my favorite stores, TJ Maxx. Lots of them are like $3.99, $4.99, but these are board books, so for preschoolers they're great. But all of these that I got have some sort of nativity story. Baby's first nativity, my Christmas story tree. This one actually shows you, it talks about the birth of Jesus, but they're telling it by putting ornaments and things on the tree that symbolize different things. And that's something I'll recommend that you do later with your kids on another video. But these are some things that are shown in there, and it talks about that. Anyway, I just found several books that I thought were good. One was from Walmart, The First Christmas Lift Pop-Up. Anyway, the story is clearly repetitive, but that's okay. Think about how many times we sing Santa Claus is coming to town, and that silly elf gets moved around, and all the things that parents do where they repeat themselves. And we don't want to tell the story of Jesus over and over and over. Of course, you can get just a picture Bible that tells the story, and of course it's going to be transliteration. Basically, it's going to be a summary of the story. So I recommend parents that you read the actual birth narratives yourself in the beginning of Matthew and the beginning of Luke, so that you know what really happens. We tend to put the stories together, and they're two different stories, which makes them pretty authentic because it's different points of view, different characters, different time periods, and all of that. So not that you have to get everything historically accurate and all of that, but we tend to put in things that aren't really there. And it's interesting as parents because we want to teach things accurately if you read the stories themselves and then tell your kids the story. So this season, I would ask you, as a Christian sister, as a mother myself, as a children's pastor, to make a deliberate effort to focus on Jesus, to focus on the birth of Jesus this year. Do that through nativity sets, do that through books, do that through telling the story, do that through putting less emphasis on the other fun things and the emphasis on Jesus. I hope you have a great Advent season, and I'll be seeing you soon.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking or subscribing to my channel so that you won't miss out on any future videos. Or check out my website, Teaching Kids About God, at elainependergrass.com. Thank you so much.